Good morning, everyone. I'm Oshifeso Hi, Mrs. Today we are going to study English Studies. The title is Structure and the subtitle is Tenses of the Verb. But before we move on to the tenses of the verb, let's quickly recap what verb is all about, because the topic we're about to talk today is an extension of the verb. Verb in English tells the time of an action. And when we talk of tense, it is used to relate the events or happening described by the verb to a time scale in the past and present. In essence, tense tells the type of an action. When we talk about the tense in English, it's talking about the time that the action discussed or the activity we're talking about in the verb, the time it is being carried out. This morning, we're going to talk about the types. But because of our time, we might not likely be able to finish with all the types, but I will try as much as possible to mention 6 out of it. We have different types of tenses, and each one has its own special use and special ways of using each of it. So let's start from the present tense, also known as the simple present tense. Present tense is used for regular or habitual activity. When we talk of the simple present tense, example, she talks too much. They like rice and beans. Present tense is also used for an action that is going on right now. I am teaching. You are listening. It is also used for facts. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. The earth goes round the sun. Let's take note. Water boils and not water boil. It is also used to express permanent situations, the situations that cannot be altered or changed. Example, an animal has 4 legs. We cannot tamper with that, we cannot change it. And also note, for the third person singular, when we're talking about the pronoun, third person singular, and the third person singular are he, she, or it. So when you are referring to the third person singular, you have suffix or suffixes, s or es to the verb. That is why we have it an example here. Instead of saying she talks too much, we have she talks too much. And the second one here, under the types, is the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used for an action that is taking place now. It is used for an action. Present, it is present, and it still continues. It's used for an action that is taking place now. The verb always ends in ing. The verb always ends in ing. As we have in our example, we are learning. The verb here is learn. Then you have ing. We are learning. He is going. The principal is talking to you. And to form this, we have the subject. Subject in grammar is the doer of the action. The subject plus am, are, or is. Then another aspect of the present continuous, it can also be used for temporary situations. The situation that is just temporary for a while. The situation that is not permanent. We have the example, I am staying with a friend for 2 weeks. I'm staying with my friend for just only 2 weeks. The time frame is there. It will not exceed that 2 weeks. So far, we've talked about the present tense, the simple present tense, the present continuous, and the third one is the past simple. The past simple tense. The past simple is used to refer to actions done in the past. The past simple is used to refer to actions done in the past. Example, she talked to me yesterday night. She talked to me yesterday night. So let's take notes of TLED. We have regular and irregular verbs there. So to be fervent and to even understand this aspect of past tense, we also need to study our regular and irregular verbs very well. So if you look at this one now, instead of she talked to me yesterday, we have this ED. She talked to me yesterday night. Then it also expresses past action in chronological order. It also expresses past action in sequential and chronological order. Example, I got up, had a shower, then left for school. You know, all these actions, activities happened in the past. I got up, when I got up, I had my shower, then left for school. Then the fourth aspect here is past continuous. Past continuous is used for an action that was going on in the past at a time when another action took place to interrupt it and leave it unfinished. Past continuous is used for an action that the one that was going in the past, still in the past, another action took place to interrupt it, and there you now left it unfinished. Example, let's assume, take this example that you were reading. As you are taking your study, your uncle came in. You know, immediately you heard the knock of your uncle, you left that reading, and you quickly welcome your uncle. So if you want to now relate it now, that one, I was reading my book when my uncle knocked at the door. So you use ordinary past tense to describe or to talk about the action that happened between you and your uncle. My uncle came to my house yesterday. The one we're talking about now, past continuous, you know, you were reading when your uncle came knocking. I was having a shower when the phone interrupted. That is, you were having your shower when the phone rang. So one action was going on in the past at a time when another one now interrupted it. Then we also use used to when we're talking about past continuous tense. Used to, we use it for repeated actions. We use used to for repeated actions or situations which are no longer true. The actions we are doing before, but we are no longer doing it. You know, many of us we are accustomed to saying, I used to see you in my area. That means you are seeing that person before, but now you are no longer seeing the person. Example that I have there, I used to go to the house with my mother and piddle around when I was young. That is, when I was young, I used to go with my mommy. When I was young, the action we were doing before, but now we are no longer doing it. It is formed with the use of, past continuous tense is formed with the use of was, were, and a verb that ends with ing. That was why we have I was having, I was reading, I was doing one thing before another action now took place. Then we have number 5, which is present perfect tense. As the name implies, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to talk about finished actions and events which have some present importance. Present is used to talk about the finished actions and events which have some present importance. It is used when we wish to show that a past action or activity has some connection with the present. The machine has, for example, the machine has been repaired since last week. You know, that is the action we're talking about is the one that I've finished, but still spill over to the present. It has connection with the present situation. I haven't traveled much. You know, we can as well use present perfect tense to talk about one's life experience. You know, one's life experience still continues. It's not finished yet. So I've traveled to so many places, but I haven't traveled much. Then we also use it to express a past action with a present result. Past action with a present result. Example, I've done the shopping. I have done the shopping. So to form present perfect tense, use has or have. Use has or have plus past participle. Use has or have plus past participle. Then I also want you to note something. Note that when you use I, you, we, they, you use have been. I have been, you have been, we have been, they have been. Then for the third person singular, he, she, or it has been, and not he have been. It is strong to so. So let's take note of that. And we also use present tense this present tense are contained in sentences which make use of just, already, since, yet, ever, and so on. We have the example. Have you ever seen a jet? Have you ever seen a jet? So at this juncture, I want us to quickly go over, because we have more than, it's about 16, all tenses in English, but because of our time, we're moving on to the last one for today, which is present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous is used to show an action in progress. Action, progress. It's used to show an action, progress. Example, I have been painting the room. I have been painting the room. And to form present perfect continuous, we have the subject as, have been plus verb, ing. That is, you have to add ing to the verb. And present perfect continuous is also used to talk about how long something has been happening. It's also used to talk about how long something has been happening. I've been working in this organization for the past 10 years. I have been working all morning. I've been working all morning. Thank you all for listening. We shall end the class today. In our next class, we continue from where we stopped this hour. Have a wonderful time.